Hello, Christina's Remote Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am going to make a delicious, absolutely delicious beef masala Caulibake. Beef masala Caulibake. So I have 2 pounds of beef, and I am going to bake this, or put the spices in this, and then we're going to mix it with cauliflower and with a couple of other recipes, a couple other ingredients, and then we're going to bake it. So in my 2 pounds of, what do you call this? Beef? Tell me where you're watching from. I gotta think about what I'm saying. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're gonna want to try this. And I am going to use 2 teaspoons of pink salt. Actually, that's not pink salt. 2 teaspoons of pink salt. And then we're gonna start getting this mixed around in a second. If you have ever had if you've used drama masala, oh, this is a special. I need to actually change the name because this is a sage masala. It's a masala sage or sage masala. I don't know which way it sounds better. Sage masala Caulibake. So sage and masala, I wouldn't have thought that they go together, but they do. And I combined them, and they tasted amazing together. So we're going to use 1 teaspoon of sage, 2 teaspoons of pink salt, 1 teaspoon of sage, dried sage. If you like, I like the smell of sage, and I with this, it tastes so good. Tell me if you like sage. Put like it in the comments. If you don't know if you like it, put don't know. Maybe you haven't tried it. And then 2 teaspoons of garam masala. I'm going to make sure that it's not more. I know for sure 2 teaspoons. Let me double check and see if it's actually 4. Hold on. 2 teaspoons is here. And then, let me see. Hold on one moment. 2 teaspoons. It is 2 teaspoons. Okay, cool. Of pink salt, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, and 1 teaspoon of sage. And that is it in terms of our spices. And now we're gonna cook our meat until it's browned and all the way cooked. So while we're doing that, I can add, I can do a couple of the other steps while it's cooking, so that you don't have to stare at me watching the meat brown. Already smells really good. All right, so I'm gonna come over here. I already cooked my 2 bags of cauliflower rice, which is like between 20 and 24 ounces of cauliflower rice. And I cooked it and I drained it. I like squeezed as much water out of it as I could, because cauliflower rice, when it's frozen, when you cook it, it gets very full of water. You can cook it in whatever way you want, in the microwave or on the stove. And then we're going to mix into this. 2 tablespoons of butter. It's melted already, and 4 ounces of cream cheese. 2 tablespoons of butter and 4 ounces of cream cheese. We're gonna mix it in, and I'm hearing that my beef is cooking just great. So I melted my butter and my cream cheese. Like the cream cheese is really soft. It's mixing really easily, which is really, really helpful, because if you don't soften it first, it's challenging to mix. So this gives us like a creaminess to our bake. And then we're going to add to this, we're going to add 1 egg beaten. Okay, so I've got that all mixed. 1 egg. And then we are almost ready, as soon as the meat's done, to put the last ingredient and then to put it in the oven. So I want to get this egg well mixed into my cheese cauliflower mix. Okay, so we've got it all mixed in. Now we'll come back over to our beef with the garam masala and the sage. It is smelling so good. If you've had garam masala, had it in the comments if you've had garam masala. I know recently I made butter chicken with garam masala in it. Butter chicken pizza. And butter chicken on Christmas Day. We had butter chicken. And then we had butter chicken pizza the other night, a couple weeks ago. And tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video so that more people in the world can know that they can eat absolutely amazingly flavorful and delicious food that is high protein and low carb. All right. Now, I almost have it mixed. I still see some pinks and I don't want any pink left. I want it to be cooked because I want it, the baking is just to set the egg with everything and to meld everything together and to melt the cheese that we're gonna add on top. Tell me how, what healthy habits you did today. Did you move your body today? Check or not. Did you drink your water today? Did you prioritize sleep today? Did you work on your mindset today? Did you did you do any intermittent fasting today? Did you make healthy eating choices? Did you eat real food, high protein, low carb? Tell me what you've done. If all of that, amazing. Tell me all of it. Just say all of it in the comments. And as you can see, I love using my 2 spatulas because it makes it so much easier to cook and to mix for me. I am much less messy if I have 2 mixing things around and moving things around than if I have 1. If I have 1, it's challenging. Things go everywhere. All right, it's almost there, like 30 seconds more because there's just a couple of pieces that have red in them. All right, there we go. Now, I'm going to use this slotted spoon to add this to my pot or my pan thing right here, whatever it's called, a bowl. I'm going to add this to my bowl via the slotted spoon so that I can drain some of this grease, just because I don't want it to make it a runny bake. I want it to be a more like set, not with a ton of extra liquid. So this one, normally I don't take out all the extra grease because it's healthy fat, but in this case, I don't want all the extra liquid. So I almost got it. I can smell the sage, smell the garam masala. If you've ever had this combo, put combo before. If you haven't had this combo, meaning garam masala and sage, put not combo before, not combo in the comments. I had never mixed these 2 flavors, and we were actually traveling the time when I first made this. We were traveling in Washington State last May, and we only had 2 spices available to us in the place that we were staying, and we didn't have time to go get more. And so we used this because it was what is available, and I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens if I use these 2 together. And it turned out to be really good. So I'm so glad that I accidentally happened upon this combination. And I also didn't have much. I didn't have much in the fridge. We had just moved into this new space, and I had very little ingredients. And so I looked around and I was like, what can I make with beef and mozzarella cheese, which is going to be the last ingredient, and cauliflower and these 2 spices, or these 3 spices, and that's it, and butter and cream cheese. So it made it, it was a fun adventure. All right, Now we're gonna mix this, and then we're going to pour it into our baking pan. I'm gonna move this so that it doesn't create some splattering. And I wanna mix this well with all of my cauliflower mixture, egg and cheese mixture. Ooh, it smells good. Look at that. And we want to get it well mixed because I don't want, there's so much meat, which is intentional to be high protein, but there's, I don't want it to be just meat and sprouts. I want it to have like, just be like pepper and salt. And then you can add more pink salt to taste afterwards. I will always add cayenne pepper on top of mine. This is the Sage Masala Beef Caulibake. All right, now I think I've got it. Oh, nope, I found a big spot of cauliflower rice that didn't have any meat in it. Okay, now I have my baking sheet, my Pyrex 9x13 already with oil on the bottom. You can use avocado oil or coconut oil or the olive oil if you need to. And then we're just gonna pour this in and flatten it out. And then we have one more ingredient, and then the oven is already preheated to 375 degrees. Okay, it's almost all the way out. Don't want to miss any of the goodness in here. Okay. And I'm just making it all flat so it's evenly bakes. And then I'm gonna toss it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. You could go a little bit longer if you need to. And I'm gonna add a cup of mozzarella, shredded mozzarella cheese on top. And if you want it to have a little bit more cheese, you can also do that. So between a cup and 2 cups, your preference. I'm actually gonna use a little bit more of mozzarella cheese because I want it to kind of cover the whole top. But a cup would work if you just want a cup. So I see that there's just a couple of spots that are empty. And the girls really liked this when I made this in May. I think that they were surprised at how much they liked it. I think they didn't expect to like it. All right, there we go. That is it. So I'm gonna put it in the oven 20-25 minutes. This is gonna be all bubbly and good. And then once it's all set, it's ready to go. And you're gonna love it too. Okay, from my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.